Wrestling Gap. That's Talitha. I am Travis. It's Friday. That means it's time for Chelsea Green to take on some losers out there. Why is, isn't that Dakota over there? Or is that not Dakota?
That's Bailey.
Oh, it's Bailey in the back. Anyways, thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Appreciate you guys wholeheartedly. Bailey's outside with Naomi, I take it? Because Piper and Evan's going to whoop her ass tomorrow night in the place that the Celtics are from or whatever. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know much about anything. I will be trying to watch the TNA pay-per-view as well.
Right now?
Yeah, it's on. I just have to find it.
Huh. We have some people in the chat. Hey, people in the chat. We have Everblessed with us, Fozzie, and Robert Warney's with us. Hey, guys. Sorry we're a little bit late tonight.
Hello,
hopefully you're
Governor.
with us. We're just starting out with Chelsea Green and the Quitter Face over on WWE Smackdown. I guess she's...
Chelsea Green.
I guess the Quitter is trying to be a furry and has now decided she needs to wear a tail. Gross. Everbless says, how are you, chat? Hi, Gab family. And Robert says, what's up? Not much, Robert. How are you doing? You ready for the weekend?
Trying to recover from another wild weekend. Some good shit. Hopefully Chelsea wins this. You don't want to do her bad. Especially with the likes of
Quitter Face?
the Usos' wife.
Quitter.
Want to take it?
No, thank you.
It's really good with the mixed berries.
Robert says, I'm good. Yeah, I'm ready for the weekend. Thanks for asking. How about you? Oh, hell yeah, ready for the weekend. Really ready for the weekend.
I just wish it wasn't such a
Busy weekend?
busy weekend. I mean, like busy.
Yeah.
Wrestling right in the center of the day. Not in the morning. It's literally in the center of the day.
Yep.
There's Tank Davis fight tomorrow night with the Mexican Monster. He's not fighting the Mexican Monster, but...
The Mexican Monster is on the card.
Yeah, he's fighting in the pre-main event.
Did you make sure and put anything out the dog could chew on?
Probably.
Like your wallet? If it's
Probably.
If you don't know where it's at, it's still in the place I put it, which is under the TV.
That's probably where it's at then. Yeah. Problem solver. And his name is Revolver.
Yeah. Robert's like, yeah, I feel that. Yeah. It was a long week. Probably because there wasn't any days off.
I can't remember what the name of that stupid pay-per-view is even called.
Oh.
It's like All In or some shit.
No, that's wrong group.
I know, but it's something like that. Bound for Glory or something. It had the pre-show, but I can't find them. Oh, maybe that's it. No, that's IMCA. That's racing.
Against all odds. Robert says, yeah, as long as you get some relaxation time. Yeah, there probably won't be any. That's usually my life.
Well, Sunday, we have D&D,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Dragon's House starts.
Mm-hmm.
I figure they just have it right there, since they have the countdown on them.
What the fuck? It's a weird commercial.
Oh, I didn't say. Oh, is there anything here? TNA. Right? All right. I don't know the wrestlers that are in the ring right now, but TNA does have a pay-per-view. Oh, no. And, but I don't know any of the wrestlers.
You okay there? You dying? You just inhale something you shouldn't
I
have?
didn't. I was just pure out of breath or something. Pulmonary embolism.
Well, if you're joining us right now, we're watching SmackDown.
Bailey's out there with her new haircut. I think she's going for the they-them.
Maybe. But our first match of the night is a women's match tonight. It is the Quitter versus Chelsea Green.
One half of the Quitters.
She's a quitter.
The other one jumped ship and is on the other network. Look at that. I don't know what that was supposed to be, but that was terrible.
I don't know.
Chelsea's all sorts of wearing clothes that she should not be wearing.
You don't like her outfit tonight?
Yeah, they're not flattering to her skin tone either, the color.
The blue silver color. Gross. Nobody should ever call her that. Ever.
Ew, what was it?
Calling the Quitter the unicorn. Ew. Disgusting. What an insult to unicorns everywhere.
Right, unicorns are actually cool.
Yeah, this is not. Jesus.
They're also a rhinoceros, so.
Yeah. Lies. All lies.
If you go look in the 1800 dictionary, that's what they were, rhinos.
Sounds like a big lie. I think your dog may have eaten the puppy's food.
Oh. Argus, no.
He's drinking water right now. So either he ate his own food or he ate the puppy's food.
I did have that pad in front of it, but... Come on, Chelsea, figure it out. Let that Pepper Nevin get in there.
Dude, I think the puppy, like, breaks his whiskers. Poor guy. Robbie's in the chat. Hey, Robbie says, what up, gangstas? Not much, just, hanging out, having smoothies, watching Chelsea Green, try to beat the Quitter face.
Come on, Chelsea. Anyways, yeah, the TNA, it looks like they could be having maybe a War Games or something against NXT.
Oh.
Coming up, not today or tomorrow or anything.
Oh, that's what they think so, huh?
It could be a lot of fun.
Robbie, it's like, come on, D, what flavor? Mine is peach. All peach.
You like that?
With some vanilla. Because the protein powder was vanilla. You should run away, cat.
Chelsea, pay attention.
Chelsea, you're going to get caught and be retarded. Oh, I guess not. The Quitter wasn't ready. Oh, now she's got her. Oh, no. God,
she's so clunky.
Jesus Christ, she sucks butthole. Fuck. God, I hate that stupid fuck. She was trying to give a high five to the little kid. And the little kid's just like...
And then the other guy did. She's like, okay.
All right, gross. Rebecca Chatlis in the chat. Hey, Rebecca, how you doing? Says, hey, y'all. Hey. No. Boo. 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 Garbage. Where I was like, peach, real or synthetic? They're real frozen peaches. That's peaches. They're just frozen peaches from the store, and then
What the hell's a synthetic peach?
I have absolutely no idea. I guess fake flavor, maybe fake flavor. Fake. No, it's real frozen peaches, and then peach nectar juice, basically, and then some whey protein that's vanilla flavored, and then some whole full fat plain yogurt. That's what's in mine. What? We didn't pull a stunt. That sounds stupid.
Who's he going one-on-one against?
I don't know, but I don't know why they're even having a fight with each other. It's weird.
I know.
Yeah, totally.
Ooh, he's fighting the big dog tonight.
Robbie's like, frozen keeps it cold. Yeah. That's what smoothies usually are, Robbie, are cold. I don't know what kind of hot smoothies you're having. If you're having hot smoothies, that's called soup.
Ew.
What?
Berry soup?
No. He said, frozen
I
keeps
know
it
exactly
cold.
what-
And I said, yeah, we're having smoothies. So, yeah,
Warm soup.
usually they're cold. If it's something that's warm that's that way, it's usually a soup. You know, like tomato soup.
Right. Is that noise?
Your cat jumping the thing.
Live from Glasgow, Scotland.
You know where to find him, though. He's going to be in Scotland. They haven't sold out yet. People need to buy tickets now because they have lots of them.
Hey, that referee looks a lot like Aubrey, but it's not.
Maybe it's going on sale tomorrow? When is Clash at the Castle?
Next weekend.
Why would they...
Wait, tomorrow.
What? They still have tickets available?
Like, next week. It's tomorrow.
They still have tickets available?
It's in Scotland. There's like 800
Oh, is
people.
SmackDown in Scotland right now? Did they do it on site this year?
I don't know anything about anything.
Why not?
Probably just did it after the show
Gross.
last week, so that's makes sense why their commercials still have stuff.
Oh. Ugh. A burger pizza? Ew. Ew.
You don't like hamburger in your pizza?
A hamburger on my pizza is fine, but not a hamburger pizza.
Oh, like the sauce, special sauce?
Yeah, like burger sauce and pickles and all that stuff on it.
Might be good, I guess.
Ew. Gross. America comes up with some really gross things sometimes. They do taco pizza too. Ugh.
Okay, stop talking
Sounds
about
so
that
gross.
stuff. I don't want to eat it.
Why?
Because I don't want to have one.
You weren't getting one. Ever.
No, I feel like it.
No. 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 Sorry. Nope. Hi, Cat. What you doing? Oh my gosh, do you need pets? Oh, I need new pets. Oh, I need new pets. Oh, I'm a kitty, he says. I'm a kitty. I like to be petted. Sometimes, most of the time. I just like to be petted like a kitty. Patted like a dog. Hi. Why's your face all weird?
Yeah, it takes balls. Anybody
Balls.
been watching this East Coast, West Coast stuff? With the balls?
Do people watch these kind of things?
Yeah, it's on TV.
So, that doesn't mean people watch
Oh,
it.
yeah, people watch all sorts of stuff that's on TV.
Do people watch Fox still?
Yeah. It's one of the 4 that you can get with antennas. There's others, but that's the main four.
Yeah,
Really?
century in the making.
Did the will?
It's a tribute. What? Oh.
That's Santana.
Oh, that guy. Nobody cares.
I know. Where's Ortiz? And why can't they work together?
I think he's dead.
He's like, just shake my hand.
Superhero, huh?
Are they like the bitchest? Like, it's that bitchest, and then EST.
But she's not a bitch, remember?
She's that bitch. She's not a bitch. She might be, I don't know, but she's that bitch.
I don't think she's that anymore. Isn't she not that?
Uh-oh. There's a countdown. Look at that. 2 days, 49
The
hours.
reckoning is inevitable.
Did you see that? It's 3 days from now. So it's basically the start of the show on Monday. Oh, it's Grayson Waller in the house. Look at that. He's got A-Town down with him with his sculpted guns.
So they are in Glasgow, Scotland.
How do you know?
It says SmackDown Fox, Glasgow, Scotland, up in the corner.
Oh my god. You should have heard the shit that he said about the women there. And then he did an apology, like a public apology, but it wasn't really an apology. It was actually worse. It was so funny. About how ugly their women are. In Glasgow.
In Scotland?
I'd have to find it because I can't remember what it was.
That Grayson Waller said?
Yeah.
Like he tweeted it or he like made a video?
I think it was a tweet, but it could have been a video. Let's look.
I feel like there's something happening out in the other room. Do you hear it? You might want to go check on that. Might need to check on that. It sounds like he's chewing on something he shouldn't be. Sorry. Take the cat with you and I'll go.
Okay. Hey, look.
Yeah.
Matt Hardy.
Oh, they don't like their seats. They're throwing them away. Oh, jeez.
Of course they would.
Well, that's not very nice.
Oh,
They're
they
kind of rude. I thought they were good guys, not bad guys. That's
They're just
weird.
trash. What you do when you're trash? You throw.
Yeah, I figured as much. Something was happening. Yeah, he's a jackass. The dog. The little puppy is eating shit because he has separation anxiety. So he just eats things that he shouldn't. Imagine that. With every toy and every chew toy you could possibly imagine in the house, he chews inanimate objects that aren't his to eat. Weirdo. What? Excuse me.
a pin ruiner.
Did he eat it completely?
No, I'm glad he didn't, because it was where it was.
Did he have it out to the point where he would have gotten into the ink?
That's what I was worried about, but no.
He's like, I really like this rubber stuff.
Mm-hmm. But, and so the button's kind of hard to push, for whatever reason.
Well, because it's all... Take that off. I don't even know if you can. I think he ate it to the point of no return.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Those are nice pins, too.
I know. I like these ones.
Hey, buddy.
He's like, let me dig at this. Why is he digging? It's weird.
He's trying to get comf.
Is that what he does now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh, shit.
Oh, they AI'd it. His footage.
Oh, he did.
Got into the ink?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it wasn't any on the couch. We got it just in time.
Look.
Oh, yeah. This guy is dumb.
They're all dumb. I don't think any of them that's happening on my television right now are worth a poop.
Pineapple here. Little treat to get through the next 9 hours thinking about the fact that I have to go back to that hole. In fact, last time I was in Scotland, I actually got myself in a little bit of trouble. I might have said that all the women in Scotland look like Shrek. People were upset. It was in the newspapers, I had dozens of DMs, and I did feel a little bit bad about it. But then I read the DMs and I put a green filter over all the profile photos of the ladies messaging me. Turns out I was right. They do all look like Shrek. Although, speaking of Shrek, this Friday, live on SmackDown from Glasgow, huge race and more effect with two blokes who would be perfect dressed up as Lord Farquaad.
It's Lord Farquaad. I never thought about it, but he does look like Lord Farquaad.
Who? McDowell?
No, closest to us on the left.
Mr. Spaghetti?
Spaghetti.
His head's not big enough. He's ginormous head.
That's true.
His head has to be way bigger. Anyways, Robbie says this is a replay, I guess, as it was on earlier today, but I didn't care to watch. Yeah, it's a replay for us in America because we're behind the times. Tyler's in the chat. Hey, Tyler says, I have no power right now and it's hot as hell. Rob, careful, guys. Don't need a repeat of Crown Jewel 2019. Are you saying because of Grayson Waller talking?
He's just talking. Talking's okay. It's the music.
Can't have music. And he's just saying things. But you're right. We don't want to have a repeat of that.
Ever. So, what's this wrestling thing on TNA right now? That they're bringing back somebody from the dead? They're bringing a Frankenstein? Or Frankenstein? Is it a Frankenstein?
It's a monster.
Is it Abyss? Looks like Walter.
It's PCO. He's not human.
We found Walter, the fat one. He's in TNA.
I don't think that guy's so much fat as wrinkly and scarred.
He just looks like the old Walter. That's what was funny.
Huh. Oh, they're like, we're so bad. Look, we did it. We kicked him out.
Whoop-de-doo, Basil. What does it all mean, Lord Farquaad? Oh, more Bloodline stuff. Yay. Remember when the Bloodline was, like, relevant?
Yeah. Now they're just lame.
Now they're going to have another one come back when Roman's back, and then they will call it like Civil War or something. Remember, we had your back and you had our back. We're related. Why do you think they let her talk? It was weird.
I don't know. They're like, we need to have you earn your paycheck.
So that Eddie Guerrero shirt is the Scarface sign? Huh, that's interesting. I didn't watch Eddie Guerrero matches. I can honestly say I've watched Eddie Guerrero wrestle like twice in my entire life. Was never a fan. He was a cruiserweight in WCW.
Tyler says, rumor has it that Jeff Hardy is supposed to be on TNA. Some are saying that he will help Matt, but I say Jeff costs Matt. Oh, you think he's going to be on the TNA pay-per-view? Did he get off his drugs and alcohol long enough to do it?
Is Matt wrestling for a belt or anything? I'm watching. It's over here, but I don't know what's happening. I don't watch the show. I was just seeing if any WWE people show up.
Robbie says, so the bloodline, does it need Roman for it to survive?
Yes. He is the bloodline. So as long as he's alive, it is the bloodline. But it is not the bloodline without him. I mean, Jey Uso, he's famous. He's popular right now because of bloodline.
True.
It's
as
not,
a singles wrestler.
It's not because he was good or anything.
He's good as a tag team wrestler.
Great. Him and his bro. And his brother left after his wife showed up. So we're not sure
as Mrs. Jimmy showed up.
If that's a Uso thing or if it's a storyline thing. He's going to come back with Roman or what? This looks fishy. That's what people that are dying sound like when they breathe.
The death rattle?
Mm-hmm.
It's possible. No. Robbie says, but they are doing better without Roman for me. Well, nobody said they're... I mean, if you're not a fan of Roman, that's fine. But their group is stupid. I don't even know how it could be good or why you would think it was good. Whether you like Roman or not doesn't matter. Their relevancy is just not cool at this point.
They've inserted themselves right in the center of the mid-card. Yeah, it's...
I feel like they're kind of on the low end of that, but sure.
Right. Well, I'm just saying that's where they show up.
Yeah.
Right in the middle. They got to let Jay win the Money in the Bank, I guess. They're going to give him a little bit of a run, probably.
Yeah.
As a singles wrestler before they put him back with Jimmy.
Give him a chance.
Hey, is that Top Dollar?
What? No? What?
No, it's not.
I don't. Maybe.
Sure looks like it. With a Scottie Pippen jersey.
If it is, he got fat again. Because he lost a whole bunch of weight. Was he in TNA?
I don't know anything.
Well, I
didn't
don't
watch
know
this
either.
at all.
I don't know.
He just looks like Top Dollar.
I understand, but I thought he
God.
lost a whole bunch of weight before he left.
What the hell is that? Like you could spin somebody, but... What's
Robbie's...
this OPC guy? Is he like 70 years old?
I think so.
He's like Frankenstein, but they used a bunch of old body parts.
Yes. Robbie says, I couldn't care less, to be honest, hello, but WWE needs something better than this crud to get people invested.
Well, they don't have any stars right now, and you can tell it's hurting them. All they have is basically Cody. They don't have Becky. If you want to call Rhea a star, I wouldn't call her a star, but if you want to call her a star, she's not there either. You've got Seth gone. You've got Roman gone. All you have is Cody.
Mm-hmm.
And, Becky is your biggest female star. And Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
And both of them are gone. So they're very, very lacking in star power right now.
It's true.
And they don't have any coming. I mean, they have Tiffany, but she's on the back burner for whatever reason. I mean, I get that you don't want to throw a title at her immediately, but you could at least have her on TV.
Yeah, don't take her away from the television and don't stop her momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just dumb. Tyler says Matt Hardy is fighting Moose for the TNA title in the main event. They say Jeff is going to cost Matt since Jeff was already turning heel when he was in AEW. Also, Top Dollar is in TNA. He goes by AJ Francis.
Yeah,
Does he wear a
Scottie
Pippen jersey?
He's out there right now. This guy.
He's old. See, like, look at his arms.
Yeah, that's what
See how wrinkly and gross
they
they are?
used old people's body parts when they put them together. That's what I'm saying.
It's weird.
He probably has a young man's mind, but he's Frankenstein.
So you're telling me that Top Dollar was in a group, lost a whole bunch of weight, and then he was let go, went to TNA, and gained it all back like a weirdo?
That can happen.
Yeah, well, that's loserish. I guess they went to her boobs. My God.
Somebody went to boobs? Or wait, what are you talking about, this girl or these girls?
I don't care about whatever garbage is on that TV. I was looking at I guess she has to talk for him?
He's Frankensteinian.
Creepy and weird. Alrighty then. Robbie says, what about Theory? He's meant to be a big star.
Who? Say the name.
Theory.
Yeah, I don't know if Theory has a bright future with Triple H there. Triple H likes the littler guys. Not that Theory's big, but he's bigger than Johnny Gargano. And so Gargano will probably beat him one-on-one when they wrestle next week or whatever it is.
Yep. Tyler says, yes, he does. By the way, Talitha, were you drinking a slushie? No, well, kind of, not really. It's a smoothie. I was drinking a smoothie. Like a protein shake smoothie. Sorry. I was finishing it off, and it was very loud. But it was the last little bit because it was really good, so I didn't want to not drink it. Tyler says, screw Theory, Robbie. He's nothing without his daddy. I don't know, right now he's a tag team title holder, so he is kind of something.
He's so good. I don't want to see Apollo on my TV ever again, and yet he's on here twice in the last week.
Well, they had to have somebody replace Ricochet, so... And now we got this guy.
Ricochet is on Raw.
Ricochet is not on WWE at all, so they had to have somebody to replace him. And Tyler's like, he's not better than Sami Zayn.
Ew. My cat's better than Sami Zayn.
Go Leopold. He's like, I know. Look at me. I'm so amazing. Look at this fine bone structure.
He doesn't realize how ugly he is because of all of his hair missing. He just thinks he's normal.
Ugly.
That's hideous.
I don't care.
Not so much here or here, but right here.
It's not that
And then
bad.
right here on his face.
Leave him alone. It'll grow back.
Hopefully.
Why wouldn't it?
I don't know. Hasn't grown back yet.
It's starting to. That's why it's all the weird colors that it has, by the way.
Oh, great. So he's going to have dots?
I don't know.
We're shaving him if he has dots.
Why?
Because then it can all grow back a different color.
It's weird. Tyler's like, Puggles is better than your cat, Baby.
Baby.
I don't know.
He likes to fight little dogs, so...
Leopold is pretty cool.
Old Wellington out there can definitely preach. Yeah, luchadors that don't wear masks. I guess you don't have to wear a mask to be a luchador, right? Because luchador is just a wrestler.
Yeah.
Lucha Libre is wrestling.
Yes.
What's happening?
I don't know, but it's Corbin.
Corbin's showing up!
What?
Well, they all talk shit to him. Oh, God, I thought he was going to hit her when he backed up like that. I'm like...
Tyler's like, where's the cat anyways? It's right there.
He's laying down. Having a gay old time.
He's taking a bath.
Oh, thank goodness.
The one-on-one
Why are
needs
we
to
having...
happen.
I feel like we're watching NXT. Corbin
and Apollo Crews.
Apollo. Last time they were wrestling each other, one was a African prince and the other one was a king.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know if that's true, but one was a king and one has been an African prince. They're very royal. It's a royal match here.
There's your...
Hey, Nick
Dolph.
and Ryan Nemeth.
Yep.
Old Dolph.
Old Dolph.
And that guy there, he was the one that lost like 8,000 matches in a row on WWE TV. Remember him?
Nick Ryder?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's the other one.
Zack Ryder?
That's not him. Well, it'd been his tag team partner when they were in WWE.
Oh.
I can't remember.
Not the
his name.
woo-woo, but the other side of
Yeah.
the woo.
This girl looks like a geisha.
At least she was pretty.
Yeah, I think she's pretty. I couldn't tell.
Robbie says it's just filler as they got nothing to build for a pay-per-view. Yeah, I mean, why would they have stuff that was anything to do with the pay-per-view they're having the next day? That's weird.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Dolph. Which one's Ryan?
His
Dolph?
brother.
Oh, so he's Nick.
He's Nick.
Nick the Dick.
He must not be making enough money to make his hair better because his hair has a weird color to it.
Yeah, it's pink.
Well, it's like yellow.
But he's got pink in it too.
Oh.
He's trying to be a rock star.
Like, their parents were brilliant chefs and they're really poopy at it? Oh, what does that even mean? Generations? Generations of what?
Yeah, this guy here. He's a huge dude. But he lost every time he wrestled in WWE. Until his last match or whatever, and he won the titles, tag team title. Number 31 there, the jersey.
Oh.
Remember him?
Mm-mm. I don't remember him. Not even a little bit of remembrance.
Yeah. He lost.
Maybe if he cut off all of his hair.
He lost like 215 or 216 matches in a row.
Huh. Who was that?
Him.
Mm.
I don't remember.
I know,
his
but
name,
what
though.
was his name?
Brian. I don't
Cool.
remember.
That sounds right. Very forgettable. Yeah, you gotta build that momentum.
Cannot remember Homeboy's name.
Excuse me. Rally Apollo Crews. Don't like the bad guy. That's terrible.
Rally, rally, rally. Oh, frog splash. Clothesline. Another clothesline. Uh-oh, again.
Robbie says WWE, it's not going to be any better than what it is. Just mid-wrestlers getting title shots that don't need it. But that's the product watered down like strong booze with a mixer.
Yeah. Preferably some sort of juice.
Yeah, usually juice.
What was his name? Was it Brian? I swear it was.
I don't know.
Who lost 215 times in a row? Let's try that. Kurt Hawkins.
Oh, yeah. That makes more sense. Old Kurt. Kurt Hawkins.
And he's like a big old dude, too. You'd think Vince would have been all over him.
Maybe I didn't like his attitude. I mean, he's wearing some really stupid outfits right now. Maybe that was his big problem.
Right.
Maybe he was just with the wrong person. Maybe his tag team partner ruined his life for him.
Woo, woo, woo.
Robbie says, so any big title changes going to happen on the pay-per-view? I don't know. Maybe.
Tonight? I don't know.
No.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow's WWE pay-per-view.
To be honest, I don't even know the card. That girl's a pretty girl, I think. They do okay with women over in TNA. They always have done a pretty good job with women. Finding pretty ones. Other companies struggle, but they always, like, they had the Knockouts division, and she reminds me of Elektra Lopez. Elektra's a bigger girl. Way bigger broad. But 2 in. Oh my gosh, he kicked out.
How could he?
We got the Nemeth brothers, by the way, on the pay-per-view going right now, if you guys care about
TNA.
the Nemeths.
The TNA stuff. Ah!
Wasn't there somebody
They finally
famous?
came back.
Nemeth?
What?
Nemeth.
Nemeth?
Who am I thinking of?
Corbin all of a sudden is so
Uh-oh.
good. Oh!
Elektra.
He got pushed down by Elektra.
Santos. Just outwitting him.
Ooh.
That was all brain power.
All.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, it was. Trust me.
Wow. Cheater McCheatertons.
That's not cheating. That's brain power.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Where's Angel? Did he get broken so bad he can't get with his group? Oh, there he is. He made it back. What a bug. Is there a bug on me?
Kind of bug.
I don't know. It felt like a bug. MMJ fan is in the chat. Says, what's your favorite thing to do besides YouTube?
YouTube isn't in my top 20 things to favorite. It's fun.
Are you talking about us doing what we're doing right now? I mean, that's not really a favorite thing.
I just can't live without wrestling. Speaking of wrestling, we are watching the TNA pay-per-view over there. We got Dolph Ziggler.
A little bit,
now,
as well
but they
as
call
the
him Nick.
SmackDown tonight.
He's Nick, right? He's Nick.
Nick.
Nick. What's the other one? Ryan? Nick and Ryan Nemeth. Oh yeah, Cody's wrestling AJ. That definitely not going to see the title change there. Who else is wrestling? Oh, we could see a title change if there wasn't a guy named CM Punk alive, because CM Punk's going to definitely interfere and cost Drew at home.
Well, yeah, because it's, you know, CM Punk, and he's got to do something.
We got to do that because it makes him more upset for the triple threat at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
When it's Seth and Punk and Drew in the triple threat at Mania. And then The Rock and Roman.
Ooh, yeah, that's sometime in the future.
And Cody and Randy. That's your 3 main events for night 1, night 2, and night 3 of WrestleMania.
He's got lots of wrinkles on his neck. AJ Styles. His neck's like really wrinkly.
Yeah.
It's got the wrinkles. It's got some wrinkles! The kind of wrinkles you don't want to see.
What kind of wrinkles do you want to see?
I don't know. No wrinkles, probably, really.
Like a wobbly walrus.
Where's your dill, weirdo?
I just had a shake.
Pickle's in the chat for a minute. Hey, Pickle. Good to see you. It's happy Friday.
Friday. We're watching Kurt Hawkins wrestle Nick Nemeth.
Pickle says Brazilian wax wrinkles. Those are the kind of wrinkles you don't want to have. Butthole wrinkles.
Yeah, that sounds disgusting. Why is he whispering? That's creepy.
I
Not a fan.
don't.
It's so easy.
It's kind of creepy. Pickle is like, ha ha. Well, Pickle, how was your day? What you been up to? What are you doing this weekend? You having a party? Pickle says, oh, which TNA pay-per-view?
It's called...
You think I remember that crap?
Oh, dang it.
You think I remembered it? That's hilarious. Against all odds.
Yeah, because Nemesis are in there. Going to go with somebody I've never seen before. I know 3 of the wrestlers on here. 2 of them have been in WWE.
True.
One was in AEW for a while. But
Mm-hmm.
Nick. Or not Nick, sorry. The other one. Ryan. They say that every election year.
No, they would never. They would never repeat
This is
themselves.
the most important election ever.
They don't say that all the time.
When the presidents used to have to come to your city to get votes.
Right.
Like on a train.
Right.
They're like, hello, we're here. Vote for me. Why should I vote for you? The Mariners are going to be in the playoffs this year.
You think?
Oh, yeah. Well, if they don't get injured or something. But they're already 10 games over 500.
Wow. Pickle says, my Air Force buddy has his kids for the summer, so maybe a bit of grilling and cards. Well, that sounds like a fun time.
That does sound fun.
How old are his kids? Are his kids young kids or kind of like older kids? Pickle says, thousands of people are right-wing. I don't want to talk about it. Okay.
A bird has both right and left wings.
Usually.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm eating them, I don't really discriminate against left or right.
That's true. I've never said, you know what, I gotta eat a left. Most slept on? Who is that?
Cedric Alexander and
I know
a
who's Cedric
shitty.
in. Oh, that's the trick or whatever? Oh, wait. Oh, that was a shitty. Pretty deadly.
Where have Cedric and his shitty been? They just been in NXT.
No idea.
That's weird.
They're weird. It's weird that they're there.
Yeah. It gets odd and uncomfortable.
Like they had to get on an airplane and be like, yeah, you're going there, but you're not doing anything.
Is Cody coming out to talk to people?
Yeah. It's the only star they have right now. They gotta put him out there.
Piccolo says boy is 8 and his girl is 13. Piccolo says, oh yeah, sorry, the context is this is a military town and such. Oh. Military.
He's like, what's your name? He's like, oh my god. The kid's like, did you just use my marker on that other guy's stuff and then throw it?
Well, he didn't take it. He had to do something with it.
He's like, well, Cody was my hero.
At least he didn't steal it. I mean, he could have stole the marker. Why did they, bleep it?
Because there was fans really close. They probably said something.
Then,
You're a badass, Cody.
Pickle says, am I the only Fulio here? You might be at this point. Robbie was here a minute
people
ago.
in here, but
Couple people. And now nobody.
is that Moose? It looks like him. Why is he out here?
Pickle says, the Mavs are really trying hard tonight. Oh, yeah?
Is number 77 playing defense? That's how you'll know if they're playing hard.
Pickle says, heard Jeff Hardy is going to curse TNA now. Eh. Wouldn't be
Yay.
surprised. Oh. The Nemeth brothers lost.
Death to the Nemus. Because of this guy who broke his shoe.
Wearing his gray suede shoes.
What do you want to talk about? A for apple, J for jalopy.
There's a guy. There he is.
Yep. Same spot as normal.
Who's he talking to that guy?
What am I looking for?
The guy that's usually the one with the...
Uh-huh.
He's talking to somebody.
No way.
And then they went away. Mm-hmm. You're looking like that guy, whatever that guy is.
You look like that guy. The guy that won't go away.
Piccolo says, were you pulling for Dolph while he was in his WWE push?
No. I've never really been a huge Dolph fan. I didn't hate him by any means, but just wasn't a huge fan of him. Do you remember when he was on, like, the Survivor Series team? Against the Stephanie McMahon's team or whatever, and it was down to him. It was like him against 5, and he beat everybody. Won it. It was kind of goofy back in those days.
Mm-hmm. This kid looks like he probably tried to do backyard wrestling at some point in his life.
Probably just yesterday. He broke his coccyx.
Oh, see, there's Robbie Piccolo. He made it back in. Says AJ Styles, he is getting the respect he deserves at this stage of his career.
Yeah.
Oh, is he? Sorry, is he getting the respect?
No.
Piccolo says, I do. And Sting popped up to save the day. The Survivor Series
Yeah.
team question.
There's Jordan.
Getting her ear fixed. Yeah. Because her earring got ripped out by what's-her-face's fucking tights. Dumb bitch. They should outlaw those tights that they shouldn't be allowed
They
to
should
wear 'em.
not wear earrings. Frank Kazarian going up against Joe Henry.
Hendry. Or Hendry.
Hendry.
Horace and Jasper.
Is that those two guys on that show that you watch with the rabbit, the were-rabbit? What are those two dudes' names?
Excuse me. I don't know.
Could it be that?
No. I don't think that's his name.
I feel like they're from that country.
Maybe. Pickle says, yeah, I know, right? Nowadays, some wrestlers wear it, and I feel anxious.
They should be able to get in the hundreds. There they go.
Feels like they're gonna rip the earlobe. They did. Like Jordan Grace, when she went to NXT and went up against that dumb person who has the title there, her earring got caught in Perez's fucking fishnet stockings that she had on and ripped her fucking earring out. So badly it ripped it out. The motherfucking thing was stuck in Perez's tights for like most of the match. It was ridiculous. Like, I feel like they should, like, outlaw any kind of, like, those type of tights anyways. Fishnet stocking ones that are, like, really small together because they can catch on stuff. And the thing of it was, is Perez had earrings in, too. They all wear them sometimes, not dangly ones. And it's not like Jordan's were dangly. They were studs in her ear, but yeah. It caught just right and ripped it the right fuck out of her ear. And ripped her earlobe. Completely out. Gone. Yeah. I was wondering if they were going to have to stitch it up. I wondered how bad it was. Because it was bleeding pretty bad during the match. Oh, they're calling Cody a quitter.
Quitter!
Quitter. Pickle says, it's no Mick Foley, LMAO. What did he do to himself? What did he say? He started what?
A company and quit it. He's a quitter. It's all he kind of knows how to do is quit.
Mm. That's not what it means. When the going gets tough, the tough actually do stuff. They
Yeah, but he's not tough, so he leaves.
I understand, but he's using it in the wrong context.
Right.
He needed to use a different saying.
The tough get going.
Yeah, as in they work.
Mm-hmm.
He's using it incorrectly. Hugo says, oh, I'll have to send the vid. Did Mick Foley's ear get ripped off? His whole ear get ripped off? Oh.
Something great. operator. Tony Khan's pooping himself. That son of a bitch.
How dare he? He was too. It's a good thing he walked away from it, because that fucking thing is a fucking dumpster fire at this point. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's on fire. Dumpster fire. Dumpster fire everywhere. Ooh.
Sexual chocolate, everybody. Sexual chocolate.
What? And whatchamacallit to Mark Henry?
No, whatchamacallit?
Mm-hmm.
Like an insult?
Yes, that's it. Not a chocolate bar. Sophie's in the chat now. Says, hi,
Sophie.
we got an AEW Ring of Honor and New Japan Pro Wrestling reference in this segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of stuff happened.
That's how you know it's good wrestling. When they talk about other companies. Speaking of other companies,
me.
I'm actually watching TNA's pay-per-view right now. It's a good one. It's a banger.
So good. People's like, let me get cleaned. Be right back shortly. Ooh, Picola getting himself all cleaned up and stuff. Ooh.
Did you make a dentist appointment?
Right? How's your tooth? Yeah, for sure. How is your tooth? Oh, he did tear his arrow. Nice.
In the
gross.
match or
In the ring. Wrestling move went wrong.
Seth fetching Rollins?
Did you hear what he did? He's making fun of his lisp. You're not going to be in the ring with Seth Rollins.
It's gonna be AJ Styles.
It's kind of rude to make fun of somebody's lisps, dude.
I don't think so. I think
I
it's
think it
wide
is.
open.
I think it's a little low.
I mean, obviously, anytime you start going after the physical appearance of somebody, you're lower than you should be. Because you should be able to just take them at their strengths.
Yep.
But if you do, you do. I mean, you can always tell when somebody gets frustrated because that's where they'll go. Because it's simpler. Oh yeah, well you're fat.
Yeah, tell me something I don't know.
At least I can
And?
At least I can articulate a sentence.
What's your point? Sophie says, I like they showed the decimal monitor. WWE trademarked a new name this week. Robbie's laughing, and Sophie says, this crowd hasn't been bad. The USA must be ashamed of themselves. You are in the USA. Are you ashamed, Sophie? Oh, God, not them.
I feel like they touched a woman.
They did. They almost decapitated her.
Oh my gosh. It's the Tiny Tongan and his brother.
Yeah,
Although,
it's sad.
by the way, I do love their dad.
I'm sure he was great, but these guys are kind of lame-o.
Their dad was a huge part of my upbringing. Like, he was one of the main dudes from my upbringing in wrestling.
That's funny. So basically, he was just playing around in the ring where he shouldn't have been, in the ropes, and took his thing off.
Just take your ear off. It's fine. It's fine.
Just ripped his ear clear off. So I was like, no. Are you sure, though? I mean, you are in the USA. So, I mean, you're part of the USA, so are you ashamed? So if it says The Rock injured himself.
Bench pressing?
Like, just on purpose. Like, he is just like, fuck it, I'm done. Stabbing himself. I mean, so it says, remember the game Until Dawn? They are making a movie on it. No, I don't remember that game at all. So it says, this is a packed crowd. That's good that they got a packed crowd. Because they're still selling tickets for tomorrow's pay-per-view.
Yeah, because nobody wants to attend it.
Who builds a crib for their child in the middle of their fucking front room? Like, usually they have a room, right? Or a place they're
room.
putting it, or
Yeah.
in your room, right? You would build it in there. I mean, unless you didn't have room. But most of the time, that's where you would build it, is the room you're taking, that it's going to be in.
You can build it in your front room. They fold.
Cribs?
Mm-hmm. They fold like this way.
Do they, though?
So they get really long.
And
then
I don't feel that one was a foldable one, the way they had to put it together.
You have to take the box spring out and the bed, and then they fold lengthwise, and then you take them in there and then open it back up like a cardboard box.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put the frame in and then the mattress.
Weird. Anyways, Sophie says The Rock injured himself while filming his new movie. It is like something part of his arm. Remember the injury Cena had before his match with Daniel Bryan in 14 SummerSlam?
Is it a torn pec?
That's the type of injury The Rock
torn
has.
tricep? Where he was bench pressing like 2 weeks later. Like 500 pounds. I was like, dude, don't be dumb. He's like, I'm good.
He's like, I take muscle enhancing things. If there was ever a time that we believed that they were taking enhancements, that would be it. Congratulations, John Cena. You just proved to the world that you were a druggie.
Human growth hormone should be taken by athletes when they're injured.
Well, yeah.
There's no reason not to.
It would help him heal better and faster.
Mm-hmm. Better.
That's what I said, better.
Oh.
Better and faster, I said. Sophie says the WWE is thinking about bringing back a pay-per-view from the old days this year.
Is it called
The old days.
Old Balls of Fire? Balls of Fire.
So there's talk that Jey Uso might win Money in the Bank next month. Yeah, Travis mentioned that earlier tonight, that they're going to give him a participation trophy because they think that he should do something with himself. Sophie said, Bad Blood is the pay-per-view name. Oh.
Yeah. Do we know when it is? Laid back. Show us those
Medical
boobies.
condition. Hey, it's Tiff Tiff.
There's Tiffany. Isn't it funny that they put her on his side? Normally it's on Corey's side.
Yeah,
Usually
but
he's on the other side and they would sit over there.
yeah, but they got Wade Barrett out there, so.
They're like, send by Wade. Right to the tippy top. Here comes Nia.
I wonder how this is going to work out.
Where's her crown or anything? What the fuck?
Well, they have it above her knee.
Well, I get it, but why doesn't she have a crown?
Maybe she didn't want to bring it with her. You know, they are in a different country. Maybe it's considered a weapon.
She should have a
A
robe.
weapon of mass destruction.
She should have a robe, a scepter, a fucking...
Maybe she didn't want that. Maybe she didn't want any of it. Maybe she didn't want to draw attention to herself. Oh God, she fell down too.
She threw coffee at her?
Yeah.
She bites like a woman.
Well, of course.
And then she tripped on it.
Well,
shit.
Meacham. Oh, Jesus.
She just ran right into Nia.
Meacham threw coffee at her.
I know.
And then Nia accidentally slipped in it.
Right.
She could have hurt herself. Like, that's dangerous.
Michin, she needs to wear pants. She doesn't have a butt. She needs to be wearing pants.
Seven says no date for it, but it could be October. Oliver. Adam in the chat. Hey, Oliver says, hi, everyone. Hi, how are you? Great. How are you doing? I'm a big fan of the legendary somebody. Seven says they teased a split between Austin Theory and Waller once again tonight. It is too soon to break them up.
Well, yeah, especially with the Lord Farquaad and his tag team partner going up against him. That'll happen first. Then they'll lose the titles, and then they'll split up.
A Baron Corbin face turn is a surprising call. Wasn't he a heel the last time he was on TV?
He was a heel forever. Look at... You bitch.
Oh, God, poor Tiff.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Come on, Nia. Squish her. Squash her like a grape.
That's no way to treat an announcer.
Ooh. Pull her into the corner and just squish her. Here it
Yeah,
is.
do it now. Right now. Do it.
Oh, my God. This is going to be
Murder! Murder!
Brutal. Oh.
Now, don't get up for like 5 hours.
The Annihilator.
Damn it. I was hoping she'd sit on her longer. Good job, Nia. Teach her a goddamn lesson.
I don't like that she doesn't have her crown and a robe. Those are, I feel like that's a must. The scepter, not so much, but.
So, why did Meacham get all mad at her?
Tiffany?
Yeah.
Tiffany threw a glass of water in her face.
Oh.
Bootleg bloodline. At least he's not the only one saying it. Or I'm not the only one. Oh, God, look, it's on there.
I know. I thought that's what you were talking about earlier when you said something. And I was like, you're not talking about the dipshit that's on this TV? I'd say bad things, but I'm not allowed to.
TNA. Trent Seven. He looks fun. I like Trent Seven.
His mouth guard has a mustache on it. Robbie's like, poor Tiff. Laughing and crying, laughing. That's terrible, Robbie. So he says, I thought Mia was exclusive to NXT. Why would she be? She was put on a main roster.
She was drafted.
Yeah, she was drafted, unfortunately.
Anybody worried about Apophis hitting us?
What the fuck?
I feel like that should be brought up.
I don't even know what that is.
Apophis?
It sounds
It's
stupid.
a god.
No, nobody cares. Walter's in the chat for a second. Says, hi, Travis. Hi, Daphne. Hi, Walter. How was your movie?
What movie did you watch? Did you leave in the middle?
Did you leave in the middle? Was it so bad you had to leave? Sophie says WWE and Noah are scheduled to have some sort of major announcement tomorrow. Who knows what that means? Or who? Okay.
Yeah, I figure. I don't know what Noah is, and neither do you, so don't pretend you just read this like everybody else, because nobody knows what that company is. But I would assume they're probably being bought by the dub.
Noah?
Yeah, I've never heard of it before. It's a wrestling company.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Sounds like garbage. Walter says I saw the new Bad Boys movie. It was good. There you go.
There
You
you
saw
go.
the Bad Boys movie. He
Bad
did leave
boys,
in the middle of
bad
it.
boys, what you gonna do? I heard that Homeboy is like a real asshole, and that's just how he is. And so it came out on TV that one time, but he's just that way. That's his personality. Will Smith,
Oh.
when he slapped that dude.
Well, his personality was laughing. That's the real Will Smith. And then his robot lover, whatever thing, she programmed him to be mad about it.
That's what I had heard.
That Jada wears the pants and has the
No,
balls?
that's what you're saying. I told you what I heard.
What did you hear? That he normally just goes around beating people up?
He's just an asshole. Like, he's impossible to get along with. He's just a complete asshole. So when people seen him do that, it was just like, oh, there it is.
I agree with that part. But he wasn't going to have that reaction until he looked at his thing next to him, who was like, "Oh, you're going to let him talk about me that way?" And I think she instigated him to have that side of his personality come out. I think the first reaction was a more normal reaction for him in that particular situation. You're making fun of my wife because she's bald. That's hilarious. It's funny because he was laughing. And then she got fucking pissed.
Yeah.
She got pissed off and literally was looking at him like death stare. Like, how dare you let him talk about me like that? I mean, she was all whispering in his ear and shit. Yeah, dude. She's fucking toxic, too. They're both fucking toxic people.
She was in Boys in the Hood, so she can't be toxic.
Whatever. Fucking dumbass cow.
I think she was in Boys in the Hood. I'm pretty sure that's her.
I don't care wherever she's been. She's a dumb cow.
She can't be dumb. She was in Boys in the Hood.
Whatever.
You forgot. I get it.
I'm sorry that you want to love her so much, that you want to boink her so badly, that you're like, I cannot help
I'm pretty sure
but
that's
just
the only movie I've ever
totally
seen her in.
make sure that she's in the right
Was
at
she
all
in
times.
Bodyguard or Bodyground? What was the one with Eddie Murphy? Body. What was the one with Eddie Murphy? It had a really good soundtrack.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
I think she was in that one too. I don't know any movies I've ever seen her in besides Boys in the Hood.
Walter's like, what? Robbie's like, Will Smith is done as an actor now.
He
So it
just
says,
acted.
LA Knight once again does a home invasion like he did with the feud with AJ.
Is this in Puerto Rico?
Probably.
Your boy from LA?
Your boy from LA is in the pool. Why is this guy that's in his house certain?
He's in Puerto Rico. A houseboy. Probably.
I feel like it's racist.
Oh no. They're in Puerto Rico.
Is it really his friend?
Look at this guy trying to be tough. Yeah.
Yeah!
Way too
Too far.
He took it too far.
Oh, sounds like this Logan Paul Night feud is going to be good and their match will be awesome. Pickle says, so why do you bring up Bad Boys? Because Walter went and saw that movie. That's the movie he went and saw tonight. He said it was fabulous. He said it was the best movie he's ever seen. And then he said, bye. We'll see you for Saturday WWE pay-per-view. What time? Oh, time. Walter, pay-per-view, 2 p.m. your time. See you then, bud.
Why is this guy still on television?
Oh, God.
I
Why?
just don't understand it. This dude is terrible. He's bad on the mic. I don't know if that's true. That would be a tough one. I'd have to see Scotland.
What did he say was prettier?
Puerto Rico. And it
The
could be
fuck?
very pretty.
Different pretties. Different pretty. Different type
He
of
said
pretties.
prettier, period.
Yeah, not
That's
the
why
same.
I said I'd have to see Scotland. But it could be very pretty if it's like Oregon, Washington.
It's like, oh my God, this is an apple and this is an orange. I like them both.
Yeah, but he's
They
a
have
heel.
different aspects to him that
But
are
he's
so
a
good.
heel.
Is he
So
though?
if he's at an Apple convention, he'd say the orange was better. If he said
Well,
an orange,
I
he was
don't feel that
invented.
he's anything
would've
but
said an
garbage.
apple's
And
better.
all of a sudden, there's some guy that's a bunch of garbage that's talking out of his butthole on my television.
Oh, he's terrible. And not to mention,
Oh, you gotta tell me that!
he's like
You
4'7".
sound like a fucking moron. He looks like he has jaundice.
They're gonna put him in the Money in the Bank match.
Oh, barf.
Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
It's like, hey, don't watch our pay-per-view. It won't be fun.
Sophie says, it sounds like Cody will be facing Solo one-on-one at some point. Sophie said, because Walter said he saw the new Bad Boys movie. Piccolo says, another dumb cash cow. Sophie says, the Money in the Bank field for both men and women is stacked. Yeah, it was until they put that
They just
dumbass
said
hole in Money in
Carmelo's
the
gonna
Bank.
be in there. That's like a
That's not
downgrade.
That's not stacking anything. That's just digging at the bottom of your fucking fish barrel. Piccolo's like, now Deadpool 3. Now that's an instant classic. Piccolo's... You're so funny. Your sarcasm. Sophie says the new Beetlejuice movie is coming. Do you think we will see a new Bloodline member tonight? Why do they need more people on the Bloodline?
Who would it be? Jimmy?
Robbie says, go on, Paul. Oh, you just been made a mug of. Why the fuck would he come after him?
Because he's got to blame somebody.
Piccolo says, I'm not watching. Who's the lightweight? Are you
Carmelo.
talking the stupid person on,
His name's Carmelo Hayes.
yeah, it's that.
If you're talking about the ones we were talking about, if you're talking about the TNA one, it's Ali, Mustafa Ali.
Yeah.
He's wrestling somebody named Seven.
He's a big fat crybaby. Only his crybabiness is something else, and I'm not allowed to say anything of like that on the YouTubes. Sophie says, we don't know for sure who is in the Money in the Bank matches until next week on Raw and SmackDown.
You just
Well,
told
we
us
know
it was
who
stacked.
2 of them are. We know 2 people who are going to be in Money in the Bank already. Who is it? We just heard one dumbass tonight. Who is the other one?
Somebody said they were going to do it. Was it Braun Breaker?
Yes,
Was
I
it?
think.
I know there's a top
He was up
name.
in the stands
Jay
and said it
Uso.
too. Yeah, it was Jay. There you go. So it says there's a rumored card for Money in the Bank, but that could change.
Yeah, that's terrible. If they only got Jey Uso and Carmelo so far, that's not a good card. But they don't have any stars right now anyways.
Hmm.
And so they've got to do something.
So it says, I thought qualifying matches for Money in the Bank start next week. I have no idea. People says, nice how the refs are dick riding Luca. He's getting every call tonight.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter what he does on offense. It matters what he does on the defensive end. Because he has been terrible. I mean, basically a hole or a void in the defense. And the Celtics have just been exploiting it. They just say, oh, he's there. I'm just going to go forward.
That's what you feel like. That's what they do all everywhere. So it's a weird sandwich. They literally took a piece of bread, cheese, and then put 3 chicken tenders on it.
And barbecue sauce.
And then some sauce and slapped another piece of Texas toast on top of it.
Which makes it a complete sandwich.
It's weird. Sophie says one of the rumored matches for Money in the Bank is Liv versus Zelina. And Sophie says, did anybody from the WWE answer the open challenge for Jordan Grace tonight?
She's getting stitched up, so probably.
I'm guessing somebody said yay. I don't know who it would have been.
I don't know if we're going to be on still. I don't know what time this pay-per-view ends, because we're not going to stay on just to watch the pay-per-view.
Sophie says NXT is having a 25-man battle royal that is open to every locker room, aka including TNA talent. Pico says, we call it good eating.
MJF's going to come and win it then.
Picola, do you have a Whataburger there in Pensacola? Just out of curiosity.
Every time I hear that, I think of water, like Whataburger. And I'm like, that
It's
sounds
what
so...
a burger.
I know, it sounds so gross.
What a burger!
Mm-hmm. Gross.
Did your thingy fall off?
I pulled it off.
Why'd you pull it off?
It's warped or something.
I think it's warped.
So it moves. Oh, wow, there's like a huge
Oh.
gap.
My God. Weird.
Oh, look.
Hey, Chris is in the chat now. Hey, Chris, good to see you tonight. It says, it's so sad with Alba Fire. No one really knew. But Alba, her mom got run over on her B-Day nonetheless. So maybe they will give her the win.
What do you mean, ran over?
Like her mom got ran over by a vehicle, like a hit and run type of situation. Pickle's like, yep. 5 Whataburgers in one town? That seems ridiculous. You gonna go try that new sandwich they got? Pickle, that was their sandwich I was talking about. Sophie says, I don't get why TNA having a pay-per-view against SmackDown anyway. And Chris says, that's why they weren't on TV this whole time. Oh, because her mom died. Did she die? Or did she just get run over? Did she live?
Was it a reindeer? There was a song written about somebody getting ran over by a reindeer.
It was Grandma.
Yeah, somebody's grandmother.
A grandma got run over by a reindeer. It was terrifying.
Yeah, anyways, is anybody giving us information about this run over thing?
No, Chris is just saying it and then not giving context. I don't like that.
I need more.
Any context with this information, please.
Fill my brain up.
Piccolo says there's 5 of them, I believe. And Sophie says most people have seen this live somehow. It's because it's a replay, Sophie.
They put it on live in other countries, which if I would have known, I would have watched it also. But
yeah, and then we wouldn't have had to watch it tonight. We could have got on here and said, okay, this is what happened, blah, 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 and then left. Ruining it for everybody.
it's the best way to do it.
I felt like it was. Chris said yes. So somehow she got ran over in a hit and run by something, and now her mom's dead.
Like a bicyclist?
Was she like just walking down the street or something? Why was she in the street? Did it jump the curb? Did somebody jump the curb?
Did she get hit by a train?
That's a good one. Did she get hit by a train? What kind of motor vehicle was this? What kind of vehicle?
Was it a stampede of humans?
Oh,
Was it bison?
I don't know. Isn't she from like Scotland?
Well, I don't know where she's at. She could live in New York.
Alba Fire's mom? What country is she from?
They're from Scotland.
Did she get run over by cows? I hear that that's very dangerous
Or
over there
sheep.
in the United Kingdom. That's usually the main cause of death from an animal. In the United States, it's usually mauled by a bear. But there, you get stampeded by a cow. That is their most vicious animal they have in the United Kingdom. Isn't that crazy? A cow.
It's terrifying.
Cow. No wonder people are scared of them. I just like to eat them. And they're cute, some of
Because
them.
the Treon's terrified of them. One time we were up in Mackey, and we were hiking next to the river, and we were in the deep bush, and we come popping up, and we came into this clearing, and it was just quaking asps and cows. He was frozen.
He could. Aw.
I was like,
Poor
"Dude, you
boy."
just walk through them.
You're like,
nope.
they don't care. No.
He's like, I'm
They're
gonna
eat me.
He's like, I'm gonna jump in the river.
They're going to eat me alive.
I'm like, dude, we're not going in the river.
Ah. Chris had said, we have lots of Whataburgers in Texas. Isn't that where they're from? Isn't Whataburger like, wasn't it like basically started in Texas?
Here comes Kevin.
Sophie says, with Drew versus Damian, the main event tomorrow night, the chances of CM Punk screwing Damian got even higher. I think it's screwing Drew is what you meant in that sentence, Sophie, but yeah. Robbie says, hello, the Lamborghini girls thinking they will win in Scotland. And Piccolo says, a couple wrestling Twitch streamers did show it on Turner Sports app about 1 p.m. today. That sounds about right. Chris says, sorry, yeah, her mom died. Yeah, well, I mean, nobody wants their mom to be dead, but, I mean, it's just kind of a weird, it's kind of weird.
What's her name?
Like,
Which
her wrestling name is Alba Fire. Okay. Sophie says, I don't know what Chris is talking about with Alba. Robbie's like, it was live in the UK. Well, of course it was live in the UK, Robbie. You're like right down the street from Scotland. Psst. Hello. Duh. Pickle's like, there's a challenge of Terry Crew versus the one Phantasmo guy. Oh, God. Chris says, tonight on Rampage, the Alex Windsor girl will face Timeless Tony. Pickle's like, what is happening? Well, right now, Kevin Owens is trying to beat up Solo Sikoa, but Solo just left.
It early.
And if Solo loses, he's going to go after Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman's life is in danger. Somebody should probably do a 911 call to check on him. I don't know how they will in Scotland, but somebody should.
On May 17th, 2024, she was struck by a vehicle.
What was she doing in the street? Just hanging out? Prostituting herself or something?
No, she was they just got hit by a car.
While she was walking down the street?
It doesn't say anything about that. She was struck by a car on May 17, 2024.
Right. What was she doing in the street?
Bridgegrin. Her name's Bridgegrin. It's an interesting name.
It's probably pronounced different because it's
aged 51.
Scottish or something. Sophie says, I wish I was one of the lucky people that could have watched this live. I saw some clips on it on Twitter. Piccolo says, oh, thanks, Chris. Excuse me. Chris says, Alba is from Scotland, but this was in Florida, and she got run over by a random vehicle while walking on the road. That's why she got ran over. She was walking on the road.
It's one of those things, like, how do you get hit by a car? Usually you have to be by a car, right? Like in the street or a sidewalk. But the weirdest one is how people get hit by trains. Because you know where they're coming and you know where they've been. It's very rare do they sneak up on you somewhere.
Well, I know that they can be kind of quiet, but not that fucking quiet.
A train?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you still have to be on the tracks. Like,
yeah, you do. And if you're walking on the road, you probably have a likely more success of getting struck by a vehicle. And here's proof of Alba Fire's mom.
That's
not
terrible.
I'm not like making light of her death. It's horrible. But who the fuck walks in a goddamn street?
Was she just crossing at a crosswalk?
No, if she was crossing the road or something like that and got hit by a fucking car, then yeah, fuck them. But if she's just walking down the road, why is she in the road?
There was a guy that was walking down this road over here, and he got hit by a car by a mom that was just on her way to work in the morning, and he was coming home from the bar.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yep. Sophie says, even if you see clips of stuff on Twitter, they don't show you everything. Sophie says, I meant Drew, stupid autocorrect. No, I knew you meant Drew, Sophie. We had said something about it earlier. Travis actually mentioned it, too. So you're kind of just regurgitating some of Travis's stuff, but yeah, he said it too. With CM Punk going to be there, he's going to make it so Drew doesn't win, so Damian will retain. We were talking about what titles might change at this pay-per-view tomorrow, and Travis was like, yeah, Damian ain't losing his, because, CM Punk's going to ruin it for Drew, because, they have their thing.
Right.
So.
Although
and Chicago, they're going to be in Chicago next week.
They could keep the title on him all the way through to Mania.
It's a possibility. And SmackDown is going to be in Chicago next Friday, so,
so
CM Punk's hometown of homeness.
Next Monday, but yes.
Oh, is it on Monday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He's on Raw. That's Damian Raw.
Who was saying it then? I thought a SmackDown person. LA Knight's not SmackDown? He's Raw?
LA is SmackDown.
Then why did he fucking say Chicago? I'll see you in Chicago next week, Logan.
Well, yeah,
Don't forget to bring that U.S. Championship with you.
Right, but what you're saying is Raw. You're talking about Raw. I don't know where Raw's going to be. They could be in Chicago. I don't know where
I don't know either, but I'm saying CM Punk, wouldn't he be...
Yeah, but he's a Raw guy.
Oh, so they're not going to exploit him in Chicago?
They might. I'm just saying that he's a Chicago guy.
Eh.
Or he is the Raw guy. I don't even know if... Did he get drafted?
Who? Punk? I don't remember. Piccola. Did Punk get drafted? Because I don't know. I don't pay attention to him, so I have no idea. So he says, even if you see clips of stuff on Twitter, they don't show you everything. So he says that, and then Chris says, yeah, she got ran over while crossing the street in Orlando. Okay, now I feel terrible. That's horrible. That person should go to jail forever and ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. If somebody is in the crosswalk crossing the street and they get ran over...
I think 2 of them got hit.
It is all the person who's driving the vehicle's fault.
100%.
But if you're just some dumbass walking down the street and you get hit by a car, you have to take some of that responsibility of being stupid.
Have you ever seen The Hitchhiker? It's, what's that dude's name that writes the books? Stephen King? Short?
Nope.
Thanks for the ride, lady. Thanks for the ride, lady.
Sounds true. Sounds creepy.
It might be the scariest one. It's on Creep Show.
It's the scariest one. So it says the people that have watched this, they could watch that TNA pay-per-view. Do you think if Fox had the opportunity, would they have aired this at 2 or 3 just for one night? No. Some YouTuber died this week. Yeah, he was a comic book guy. I know which one you're talking about. This YouTuber's death was shown on the news this week, and I think I saw his channel like 1 or 2 times.
Suicide or?
No, he was driving down the freeway. No other vehicles were involved. He wasn't, no drugs, alcohol, or anything like that. He just, something might have happened where maybe he had an aneurysm or something possibly. They haven't released any of that. Anyways, he crossed the lines. There was no other traffic. He went through the median and then crashed and died on scene.
Not into another car, though?
Nope. He didn't hit anybody else or anything. Nope, just himself. Just him. He's like a huge YouTuber. But, can't remember his name. I'm surprised Piccola doesn't know who he is. Because he talks about comics a lot, Marvel and stuff like that. I guess he was a huge, like, had a huge following. His name had comic in it. Comic something. Anyways, he was like a younger guy. He was like in his 30s. Ben Potter is his real name, yeah. But his YouTube name's like Comic something or something like that. Yeah, it's been all over a lot of the social media stuff because he was a big influence, I guess, in like Comic Cons and stuff like that and everything. Piccola says my buddy collabed with him. Okay, so you do know what we're talking about. Okay, yeah, I'd seen that. It was sad. Like, he had a huge following, I guess. Like, he would go through comics and, like, do stories and stuff about him. And, like, I guess that was pretty interesting. So, but, yeah. So he says, now we know the closing the show tomorrow. I wonder what will open the show. And Pickle's like, ew.
Cody?
No bird feeding is allowed, Travis. I don't know what that was from earlier. Some bird feeding stuff was happening. So Sophie says, I think SmackDown is in Chicago next week. Chris says, Uncle BS on Raw this Monday. And Sophie says, I forget where Raw is taking place next week. Pico's like, Logie Wogan. Pico's like, you got me about the CM Punk stuff if he was actually whatever you called it. What do you call that?
A drunk. Oh, going to be on SmackDown?
No. Nope. If he was drafted.
Oh.
Let's see. Chris says, it's so stupid Maestro's let Jose Abreu go just because he wasn't playing well. $58 million contract.
Yeah, he had $30 million left, too.
Well, dude, you gotta have people on your team that are doing what you need him to do. If he's not doing what he's supposed to do, then get rid of him.
Somebody will sign him.
Sophie says and you know what? Sometimes, Chris, with those players like that, it could just be his management isn't using him correctly. He could just have something going on where he's just kind of not feeling it. You know, there's a lot of different things. And maybe he just doesn't like that team anymore. I don't know. Sophie says, even though I live in Florida, people don't know how to drive perfectly. Well, nobody knows how to drive perfectly, Sophie, but if you have people in crosswalks and you're in Orlando, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people walking across the street. Pickle says, I am literally locked in on the finals. Yeah, the finals. Because it's the final countdown. Pickle says, there goes my bingo card. Welcome back to Death Cab. Sorry, Picola. Chris says, yeah, TNA pay-per-view tonight. I'm thinking Tatum Paxley will show up to answer Jordan Grace's title open challenge. Possibly. Since she was the one that stole it when she was at NXT. Robbie says, was he under the influence? No, Robbie. He wasn't on anything at all. Read the name that Sophie gave. He read that one about the collabing with his friend. Sophie says his YouTube name is Comic something. Yep, just said that multiple times. Pico says it's not something I paid attention to. Yeah, I just thought maybe you followed him or, you know, did some of his stuff.
Oh.
So I think he was also a WWE fan. Because someone said regurgitating. Oh, yeah, Travis was regurgitating. I don't know what he was regurgitating about, but regurgitating words probably. Actions. Stories. Who knows? Robert says, what matches are worth watching on the pay-per-view? Well, if you come join us, it's all of them, because we're going to be here for all of them.
At least two.
I said with sarcasm. Sophie says the UConn basketball coach turned down the Lakers' offer.
Can you imagine taking the Lakers job with that franchise the way it is right now?
Yeah.
That poor franchise. You know, it has been a great franchise since the freaking 50s. Yeah, 60s. It was in Minnesota first. By the way, did you know that?
The franchise? Mm. No, I had no idea.
So Minnesota is the land of 1,000 lakes.
Okay.
Right? Lakers.
Uh-huh.
That's where they got their name. Then they moved them to LA, and now that's why they're called the Lakers, even though there's no lakes in LA.
That's funny.
But Jerry West, obviously one of the great ones. And then you can just keep going forward. Once the mid-70s, well, they had Wilt Chamberlain too for a while. And then they had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or Lou Alcindor, whatever you want to call him. And then obviously Magic, Byron Scott, James Worthy. So there.
It is. It's funny. Piccolo says, I hate goddamn traitor Kendrick Perkins. Tiffy says the MLB All-Star Game is coming up soon. Piccolo says all of them Snickers. Well, seriously. So many. Chris says, oh shit, Yanks versus Sox tomorrow.
Yeah. Super exciting.
Excuse me. Sophie says, didn't some former NBA player died this week?
No.
We are not going to even remotely have a discussion about this person, Sophie, since we talked about it on Wednesday. Piccolo says all historic franchises have a downtime, then rebuild.
Not always, though. Some just reload. But there are some that, you know, go away. But the Yankees haven't been bad since the 80s. Like, bad.
Mm-hmm.
The Red Sox haven't been bad since 2000. You know, it's like 25 years. And they weren't really bad when they had like Nomar Garciaparra and those guys. There are some franchises that are not bad. And then, yes, you're right. There are some that just go terrible. And then you got some that are never good.
Yeah, they're always in a downtime, and they never really rebuild. They like pretend, but never really do it.
Well, in the NFL, it's really easy because they take these shitty quarterbacks, like the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears aren't going to be good again for another decade because they just dropped their whole load on 2 quarterbacks within like a 7-year span, and they're both fucking terrible. And so now the Bears are out for another 7 years. Mm-hmm. Anytime you take these quarterbacks, like, what was his name last year, who went number 1 for the Panthers, the Carolina Panthers? I'm trying to think of the cat. I knew it was a cat. Anyways, they're done for the next 6-7 years. It sets them back. You just don't take a quarterback in the first round unless you're like already there.
Have all your stuff set up, and that's your last.
The Chiefs were already there. Like an example, if the Bears would have taken, because he was available, if they would have taken Pat Mahomes, he'd be terrible out of the league by now. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not the quarterback, it's the systems, and it's how well your team is set.
It's true, because the quarterback doesn't make the team, no matter what they try to pretend that they do.
They try to say it is, but let's be honest.
The quarterbacks are garbage.
I don't want to go that far.
Well,
Yeah,
if you don't have good offense and defense, you're not going to, no matter how good your quarterback is in his talent, he's going to be poopy. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you
but
can't
if you
throw the
have,
ball on your back.
if you have good offense and defense, like if you have bad offense and defense, like your quarterback isn't going to make your team better. It's not going to make it pristine, and all of a sudden it's just going to be so much better because he can throw the ball. Whoop-de-fucking-do.
Yeah, whoop-de-doo.
But if you have some dumbass out there who can't fucking catch the ball, you have a bigger problem. Right. Or you have some dumb assholes who can't keep the other offensive linemen in their place and taking out their quarterback, you have a big problem.
Right. Defense and offensive lines are important. There it is. Simone Spike throws him into the ring, follows him in. Gonna pin him any second.
Here we go. I nixed that in the bud. Sophie's like, some franchises take a long time to rebuild. Sophie with a happy chat. Yeah. And Sophie says it also depends on the sport. Pico says most of the offseason is about tinkering your team and cutting the fat. Robbie says, this main event dragging out. Yeah,
sure.
It's normal.
Uh-oh, look at the tiny Tongan and his brother.
Sophie says, WWE knows they are going to do a UK tour in the fall. Pico says, I'm going to take a shot when we discuss death. Robbie says, Sophie, WWE always come to the UK. Right? Feels like offensive line is important. Robbie says, Sophie, you spending $2K to watch WWE in the UK.
I just have to look at my phone and see.
Feels like, smart me up. How many years do running backs pro career last nowadays?
Well, first, you always have 2 now.
You better
or
go
you used
see
to
who
have
that is.
single back-ish, a single back. But now you have 2.
Are you ready to be angry?
And I would say anywhere from 4 to 7 if they're lucky.
Yeah. Like, it's so, yeah, they just don't.
10 years if they're a stud, like a superstar.
I do have to say they have a longer career nowadays than they used to.
Well, there was some that lasted forever, but yeah, I know what you're saying. Like Jim Harbaugh has more rushing yards than Bo Jackson.
Who is it? You better go see who it is. I don't know if I locked the
front
door.
They're grabbing each other's dicks.
Oh, Jesus, that's disgusting.
There was some dick grabbing going on there.
Well, KO got saved by Randy Orton. The RKO man came down to save his bud. So that was who saved him.
KO. See his shirt?
I know where I saw.
Okay.
I know he's had it on for a while. All right. Oh, I didn't lock it. Yes. I can't remember if I did or not.
Awesome.
Kegel says, and do 1,000-yard seasons happen more or less often?
How many yards?
1,000-yard seasons.
I'd probably say more now, just because.
Yeah, I think they have different, like, stuff nowadays.
1,000 yards is not that impressive. 2,000 yards is impressive. But 1,000 is kind of, I don't know. Everything's geared around the offense now. The whole setup is geared around the offense.
Why is that shocking?
Was it on there?
Why is the event shocking?
The pay-per-view?
No, shocking events. They're saying that Randy Orton came down to help out KO.
Right. Well, they weren't friends.
They weren't? They all of a sudden weren't friends anymore? They were besties for a while there.
Talking about
when he first came back.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, all right, everybody, we're going to be back tomorrow for the pay-per-view of WWE's Clash of the Castle. Be there, be square. 2 p.m. Eastern Time.
Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.
Bye.